Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maddie and this is Floating Funds, and we are doing a video today that I have absolutely been dreading, and it is one that I have been trying so hard. Actually, both me and Cody, my husband, have been trying really hard to prevent, but we are now at the point where I just can't I can't not do this. So we are going to be going through all of the binders here, and we are going to be taking all the money out. If you guys don't know, or if you have been following along for a little bit, then you know that we had hit a bit of a financial struggle in January, where my husband, he is a lineman, and we had money prepared because usually in the winter we have about 2 weeks where we can't, he just can't work because the ground's too hard or it's too cold or whatever the case may be. And so we were prepared for that, but what we weren't prepared for is that what we're thinking is that after President Trump got into office, the infrastructure bill that was set specifically for fiber optics, which is what my husband was hanging, they had to stop that, and so there's now no money going into that. So basically, they didn't tell him that he doesn't have a job, and they haven't fired him. He has not quit. He still has, you know, a couple of, like, he still has his work truck and things like that, but he has not had any jobs. He hasn't had any sites, is what they call it, for a while, and this is going to be our first week where we do not have a paycheck at all coming in. He has tried really hard to do, you know, jobs here and there just to kind of help supplement. And so we did have, you know, a little bit, like $100 here or $100 there. And then of course my Etsy sales have been helping a lot. And once I'm able to finally start getting my money from YouTube, that will help as well for a little bit. But the reality is that he has been applying for a month to all sorts of different jobs. He's applied for at least 40 jobs and nothing is coming through. And so we are in a very odd state of feeling distraught and disappointed, because we have made a lot of big changes in our lives as well, that we felt like that was exactly where the Lord was leading us, and we still feel that way, and we still feel like this is what we're supposed to be doing and where we're supposed to be. But sometimes it can just be really hard to see the Lord not answering prayers, even if they are extremely fervent prayers of, we just need Cody to have a job, because he is the sole provider for our family, as I am a stay-at-home mom. And so we have just been we've been struggling through that. We've been dealing through that, and just, you know, all the craziness. We have been living in our house, which we love. I mean, it's not my favorite place ever, because it's not my dream home, and it's not going to be our forever home, but it is a great place now, especially after coming off of the boat. But we've been having issues selling our boats, and we haven't been able to have water at our house because of we honestly just can't afford to turn it on. Every penny that we have to put in towards our boat slip fees or into our land payment. And so we've just been having to go next door to our best friend's house and mooch off of them and take showers there and wash our laundry whenever we can. And so that of course drains on you. And then of course, like the internet issues that we've been having, where it takes so long for me to upload a video, and so I'm not able to keep up with this, which I couldn't anyways because we don't have money for me to do this. But I had other ideas to kind of help supplement in this in-between time, but I can't do them because I just can't get them uploaded. It takes so long, and then whenever we upload something, it's like you cannot use the internet at all for anything else whatsoever. And so we just try and make it as sporadic as we can, but that is getting fixed this next week, which is wonderful, but that's also another expense. So anyways, so all that to say, I am having to do the really sad task of depleting our savings, and I'm not excited about it. Sorry, I had to take a second to get myself together. I I try not to be overly emotional on my channel because I know that's just it makes people uncomfortable. But I didn't know that I was going to be emotional. So one of the big reasons why I wanted to do this, we're just going to go ahead and start because I could just keep talking to you guys, but it doesn't matter. You know that we are just going to take the money out of all of these, and so that's what we're going to work on. This money came from my Save Big or my Big Girl Savings Day. This was the leftover after we had already condensed a couple weeks ago. And then after condensing, we ended up having to use that money, which was really upsetting. But we're going to take the rest of it today. And I forgot my cash tray. I'm not prepared for this. I didn't want to do this video, but I did at the same time. So, okay, Maddie, collect yourself. You're just fine. Oh, and I need to put this in because even though I'm depressed, this is still my channel. We are still floating funds. And I do still try to find the light in everything that we're doing. And I definitely know that the Lord is in control and there is a reason for all of this. I fully believe that it can be very hard in the time. But a big reason why I wanted to do this is because I could have just done this off of camera and not brought you guys along for what could be considered like for me just a very awkward situation and a very uncomfortable situation, and one that usually I would want to shy away from because I don't want you guys to think, let me just keep working, I'm sorry, I want my hands to be busy. I didn't want you guys to, you know, think less of me or anything like that, but in reality, it's like it doesn't matter if we're in a financial struggle. It doesn't matter what you think of me. I have to do what I need to do to get my family through, and that's exactly what my husband's doing. And so what I think we're going to do is we're going to pull out the money and then we'll count how much was from each one, just because I think that'd be really, you know, interesting to see. And anyways, I want you guys to see that, you know, if this happens, it's okay. And I'm excited to see, like, this time next year, looking back and seeing that, you know, we literally hit rock bottom and just kept getting lower, because apparently there is lower. And like what happened? Where did we come from with that? How did that, you know, how did we overcome it or whatnot? We are going to keep the medical savings in here because that is something that I cannot get myself to touch, because if something was to happen to us during this time, we need to have some level of money to help us get through a medical expense. So that is staying in here, but everything else we're taking out, which it looks like we're all through. We had a lot of new games that we're going to be playing. So we'll count that. But also I just wanted I want to do this as well for my daughter, because I want her to see that one day, you know, when she's older and she's able to use reasoning, because she doesn't have that ability right now, that she will see that when we talk about how hard this transition was, or not even the transition, just this time, like this crazy time that we could not have prepared ourselves for, even though we tried, how crazy it was. But then also that we wanted her to have, I mean, you don't want your kids to feel the struggle of it. We don't want her to feel like, you know, like we want her life to go on as normal as possible. And so I want her to see that we were willing to make sacrifices to make those things happen. And so in this binder, we had 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $102 in here. Okay, that's awesome. So we're just going to stack them kind of like that. And this one, I know it's not going to have a lot, but I was putting back a tiny bit towards our land payment, which will be really nice, because obviously that is a huge expense right now that we don't have the funds for. We have also been very, very blessed by Cody's parents, and they go to a different church than what I'm used to, but they've been bringing us food from their pantry, which has been wonderful. And also another, you know, moment of feeling, you could feel shame, but instead I chose to just feel gratefulness and feel joy in the fact that I'm able to fill my baby's belly, and that we may not be able to eat the most healthiest of meals, and we may not be able to start working on reversing my PCOS and on our infertility journey in a healthy manner right now, but we are able to ensure that my daughter doesn't go to bed hungry. And so I am thankful, very thankful for that, because saving $200 a week on groceries has been a huge, huge saver. I don't know how we would have done this without them. So very blessed. So we have 20, 40, 55, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What am I doing? I completely forgot how much I had already counted. I just got distracted. I was thinking of other things. So 20, 40, 55, 65, 70. Okay, so we had 70. So 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have $95 coming out of here. So like our land payment is about $800 a month. And then our slip fees, because we do still have both boats, even though we have been trying really hard to sell one of them. This one I knew wasn't going to have a lot, but there was a couple of dollars in here. So we're going to take that. This is my car finder. If you guys missed that, it's on one of my cash missed videos. And I think it only had like $8. So not a ton, but that gives this stack up to 100 at least. So that's nice. Okay, I don't want to do any of these, so we're just going to start with this one. This is one that I used to do on Saturdays, but have not been able to touch this one for a while, and I know it's going to have a pretty good chunk in it, so that's nice. But anyways, we haven't been able to sell our second boat as hard, and it's like, it was just a project boat, so we have $100 here. So I knew that that was going to be rough because it was not one that we finished. We were planning on kind of using it for a while and then flipping it. But, you know, time got away from us, and it just it's not feasible for us to continue to pay for that slip fee and live an hour away from it and then still try to work on it and sell it or whatnot. So we're just trying to sell it, you know, for as little as we can get, just so that we can get underneath or out from underneath the slip payment, and then use the money that we were going to be making on that to help us, well, to pay off the land, so we didn't have the land payment. Well, that wasn't going to do that. The money that we were going to make from that was going to help us pay for the slip fee for our big boat, the one we were living on. And then this one we have in a savings account, so I will be go ahead and utilizing that as well. But anyways, so because we haven't been able to sell the boats, we still have a, you know, our slip fee payments, and that is almost $700 a month as well. And then, of course, like we had to get, we're having to do our tags right now because, of course, they're due right now. And we've already gotten in trouble for it being a little over, which is awful, but it is, you know, it's part of it. There was a consequence of us not doing it on when we should have. And then, of course, you know, just now we just have payments every month that, it was nice not having, have the payments of, you know, electric and water. And then, of course, like we have car insurance on top of it all. And then our regular insurance, because my husband's job doesn't provide that. So we have to have it ourselves. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, and 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so 214. That's definitely a nice little chunk that will for sure help us. Okay, we're gonna do our travel one because we definitely will not be able to travel for a while. And then that's also because we have decided that we are going to utilize our farmland in big big ways this next year. I used to have a flower farm, and we are going to be starting that back up, which I'm super excited for, but that's also something we have to have money for, and we have to have that money now, which you wouldn't think, but you do have to purchase seeds in January or February, or, you know, even before that. But if you wait any longer, then it will be too late to get things started. And so we have to do that, but then also we are going to be doing our regular vegetable farm just to help provide for the family, but we are going to be starting another YouTube channel, which I'm very excited for. That is going to be my husband's little project. So, you know, it's not like I'll have another YouTube channel, but it's not going to be mine. It's going to be his. And I just live there. So it's just going to be about us and our homesteading, and him who knows how and me who does not, because I was not raised that way. And just our adventures in that. And so whenever we get that up and going, I'll make sure to share with you guys. We are very excited for it. And just excited to see, you know, what we can do on this land. But because of that, we know we won't be taking a vacation anytime soon, since farm life means that you're invested in your farm, and especially for the first year, because we have to really watch everything, because we don't know how anything functions around here. So anyways, from the travel binder, we had 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, 120. I knew that it was going to be like an even number like that, because we always brought in 30, but I couldn't remember how many weeks we had done it. Okay, and this next one is going to be kind of hard for me, because this is my pride and joy. This is my flower farm box. And obviously, I love Flower Farm, which is why I'm starting it back up, and I'm very excited about that. And so this thing's gotten chunky because I'm starting to put my other, I have a couple other box challenges in the back that I plan on using once we finish this one, but that will be a little bit down the road now, because my plan for you guys is that when we finish, or no, what am I trying to say? When Cody finally gets back on track with getting paid and we have our, you know, our life back in order, my plan is we will be going back through each of these binders every week and refilling them until they have they're back to where they should be right now, as if we had never taken the money from them. I don't want to continue from there. I want us to be able to just start where we left off, which will be hard, because that means for several weeks it'll feel like I'm not saving, but in reality I am. You know, we're going to be it's just going to be, it's going to be all of its savings. You know, it doesn't matter. All of its savings. And I feel like if I finish, but I don't actually have all this money at the end because I didn't go back and refill it, that's not actually going. Sorry for that. A bird apparently flew into our window. I didn't know they were that clean, but good to know. So anyways, I don't remember what I was saying, but basically I want us to be able to finish these challenges with that actual money, the correct amount in there, instead of honestly me having to explain it every single week of why there's less money in there, and then I'm forgetful. So I don't want to have to deal with that. So that's kind of my plan. Now if that's going to actually happen, I don't know, guys. I don't know anything right now. we're just living from day to day and just, you know, praying that the Lord sustains us. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so that has been emptied out as well. And so let's see how much we had put in there. And I could not remember for the life of me how much we put in there. I probably could have just gone back and looked at a video, but I didn't want to. I figured, you know, I'm gonna have to do the due diligence of counting it anyways. So I'll just wait until then and just do it with you guys, I suppose. So I hope you guys are doing good, though. I know that this crazy weather is not just crazy here. Like, we have snow for the second time this year, which never, ever, ever happens. We always have snow, like, well, not always, but sometimes we'll have snow at least once a year. And it's usually, you know, at the beginning of February or whatever. And then after that, we don't ever have it again until the next year. And so it's kind of crazy that we've had it twice already. And then it has been so cold that it's like physically painful. And that's not something we're used to in Arkansas at all. And so I feel like a little wuss. So we have 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 80. Oh gosh, these twos always stick together. 2, 4, 6, 8, and that makes 90. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we have almost $100. Was that what it was? Guys, I don't remember. I'm not gonna count it again. That's that's a lot. I guess I could technically count everything, and then let's do that and we'll get a running total. So let me divide this all up. I'll speed you guys through that, and then we'll kind of come back and chit chat a little bit. All right, so we ended up with $838 saved, which is amazing. And that's not including what I have in our savings for SoFi, which is not a lot. Like I said, we have had to deplete just about every single thing that I can. But I'm needing money to be able to afford to send out membership packets, so I need to get some of this money for that. And of course, like I said, we have our land payment, we still have our boat slip fee, and we still have several other different charges coming up this next month, or you know, for the rest of February. And then also March is quickly coming upon us, and I want us to get some of this stuff finished and taken care of now. That way we can start putting back a little bit of money, because Piper's birthday is in March, and I don't want her to go, you know, I don't want her to have nothing for her birthday just because we are in a financial struggle. And so anyway, so hopefully the next time that you guys are talking with, or that you guys are here, I will be able to bring you guys some good news of Cody getting a new job. That is definitely, you know, a huge prayer for us. And you know, or that the Lord will just open some sort of door some way, some form, I don't know. But for today, that is what I have for you guys. Remember that no matter where you're at, guys, savings can be extremely fun. It can be extremely stressful. It can be hard sometimes. This is not the first time I've had to come through and pull out money from things, but this is the first time I've had to pull it from everything. The only binder that we did not touch is Piper's binder, and that's just something I refuse to pull money from. She shouldn't have to struggle because we are. And so yeah, anyways, I hope that maybe this will give you guys some you know, peace of mind if you have to do something like this, and to remember that, like, it's not like, we're adults, we have to do adult things sometimes, and adult things aren't always fun. And sometimes life can be really tough, and it can just feel like, you know, one hit after another, but eventually there will be, you know, you'll be on the other side. And so I'm just hoping that one day we will get to that. I'm going to do this cool little fan thing and like make it look like this is going to be a really cool video where I'm putting back or saving a lot of money, and in reality that's not what it is. But you know, have fun when I can. This is probably the only time I'll ever be able to do something like that. So there we go. Cool little thumbnail. Let's go in. Bing. That's not straight. Anyways, so there we go. And then also I do still have a sell on my Etsy. We finally got things figured out with our post office, and even though like it's a federal thing, I don't know, the way that our stuff is set up, so like our house is like over here, okay, and then you have to go down this long driveway, well, our driveway onto the main road, and then this road leads to another road which leads all the way over here. So It's about like 2 miles down the road is where we have our mailbox. And so it is not actually at our house. And so I can't tell when things are picked up and when things are not picked up. And we were having a problem with them not realizing that like we live here now. And so they weren't picking up our packages. So some of those are being shipped out late. And then we've also started realizing that this area, they will only scan big packages. So if you guys get like a lot, like scratchers or whatever, your package was not going to show that it's ever shipped on my Etsy. You just have to wait until it arrives. If you guys have any issues with your orders, please feel free to reach out to me. We're still trying to get all of that, you know, fully understood and fully figured out and, you know, whatnot. But we should be, you know, caught up on everything, and hopefully everybody's packages are getting to you guys. But yeah, so we do still have a 25% off sale going on. So make sure you guys go check that out. And we will only be doing that for, I'll probably have a sale going on for a while, and then we're going to have to take a break from Etsy for a while since we're going to be doing so much farm work, and I'm just not going to have the time to be able to manage to do videos and all the farm stuff that we're going to have to do. So anyways, all right, well, that's enough chit-chatting and, you know, hard stuff, but I hope you guys are doing great. I think about you guys often. I pray over every single person that I possibly can think of, because I know that this weather can be really hard on people, and then, you know, whatever. So this is already a pretty long video, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And until next time, I hope that you guys will continue to float on and continue to save. Bye, guys.